All right, everybody, this video has been in the making for a minute. This was my experience flying to China to train with an AI tennis robot. I was lucky enough to be one of the first outside testers to come in and give this thing a try and give them my feedback and just experience and share with you guys. So we'll go through all the functions. This is my first time playing with it, so you'll see kind of firsthand my reaction, and then we'll kind of catch up at the end and check in. But come along for the ride. This is gonna be crazy. All right, guys, we're out here. Aceii One. Got my Aceii One app. Go in, choose my mode, rally mode. Get all these different levels: level 1, level 2, level 3, all the way up to level 6. And then there's smart mode, so it's adjusting to what I'm doing. So I'm going smart mode, and then confirm to start, and then watch what happens. Pretty cool. I'm putting my phone down. All right, so this is kind of hard to comprehend. I think while I was in the middle of it, I didn't really process what was going on, but this is the rally mode with Aceii One. So you wave your racket 3 times, and then based on the difficulty level that you chose, 1 through 5 or smart mode, you're rallying against the robot. So you're playing, it moves to wherever you're hitting, and then plays against you at the difficulty you choose. So if you choose level 5, it's playing the fastest ball, and it's playing away from you. This is just smart mode right here. So it's learning my patterns, using AI to learn my patterns, learn my strokes, learn my common mistakes, and then play away from me into different spots based on that data analysis. It is literally like playing a person analyzing you, and that is really hard to comprehend compared to a regular ball machine. I quit. And that's like the most basic smart mode. I'm gonna be so fit. Crazy. All right, so my thoughts on the rally mode. Since this, I've gotten to play with it a few more times, and what I've learned is that the more you play with the machine, the quicker it's gonna recognize your ball, and the better the experience is going to be. So the more it learns about your game, the better your experience is, which is, I guess, that's how AI works. I should also mention, this holds like over 130 balls in this little backpack I'm unzipping, and you can take the backpack off, you can store it, you can travel with it in the trunk of your car, you can take it on a plane. It's crazy. But okay, so that's rally mode. Let's get into the next thing. So we're going to actually more of a traditional ball machine drill, but still is kind of unique in the fact that you can program everything like down to a pretty exact science in terms of the ball speed, the frequency, the rotation, all that stuff. We're going to do this stationary drill and give it a try, and then I think we'll try and go through some more advanced drills to kind of show that progression. All right, so like I said, this is more of a basic ball machine drill that you could do with a regular ball machine, right? This is just a 3-ball drill. Still, it's cool. I got to program it in the app. So I got to go in, create the drill. I got to choose the spin, the RPMs, the location, the frequency of the feeds. But what is really kind of unique, why they wanted me to try this mode out, is that when you finish the drilling, you get a bunch of data analysis from the AI, from the cameras, right to your phone. So when I finish the drill, I'm able to see the quality of my ball, I'm able to see the mistakes that I'm making, I'm able to see the location of my shot, but more importantly, it gives me suggestions, or they're creating these lesson plan suggestions based on the drill. So if my backhand is terrible, it's going to suggest these video lessons for my backhand and then create drills to help me work on it. So I do think that's pretty cool. We've done rally, we've done some ball feeding, but now it's time to do the most important shot, which is the serve. And honestly, I didn't even know a ball machine could help you with a serve. When they first told me about this, I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, showing me a video, a hologram of how to serve, but it's actually going to feed the ball to me. So this is nice, and for someone like me who's often serving alone, kind of helps you feel maybe a little bit less lonely. So on the screen, we did rally, we did our custom drill. This is the ball feed. So this is like having a ball boy, a personal ball boy. We haven't named it yet, but I'm sure we will, and he'll become my ball boy. So I'll click ball feed, and then it'll come over. You'll see it'll come over and start feeding me balls for serves. Okay, so this is where we get into unnecessary but really cool, and just the fact that they're able and willing to make modes like this, I think kind of shows where this thing is going to end up. Every time I talk to them, every time I've practiced with it since, they've added modes, which is cool. So I definitely took some liberties with this, started to have some fun, but it is cool, so I thought I'd include it. And yeah, so that's the ball boy serving feed mode. Please put in the comments what I should name this thing. I'm about to get one of my own here in a couple weeks when it launches, and we need a name.
It's all the same kind of stuff. It's like, take a ball machine, and then think of one way that you want it to get better. And then think of like 45 more ways that you want it to get better. And then that's been my experience with this so far. Do you want a ball machine that feeds you balls for serves? Yeah, but is that even realistic? I didn't think so, but apparently it is.
All right, guys, so we've done all sorts of the different modes, but there's one that I'm pretty interested to see what it's all about. It's a side ball feed. So there's this drill that I've done a couple times, not a couple times, I've done a lot with coaches in the past, which is like they're starting at the baseline and they're moving closer to the net and feeding you a shorter and shorter ball to work on their movement forward and your movement back. So apparently this ball machine can do that same drill. So we're going to test it out. Let's see.
All right, so this is an example of what makes AI coming into tennis so cool. This mode was not finished when I got there. I was in China for 5 days. This is the first time I practiced with it. And you can see that the machine's moving a little bit slower. It's feeding, so you get the point of the drill. You're able to move forward and back, and it's like hand feeding from a coach. But what was more impressive or cool just to me was that 2 days later when I got to practice with it again, they had taken my feedback and then upgraded the software so the machine was moving faster, feeding faster, more realistic to the drill that I've done with the coach before. And that's just, I mean, that is cool. The fact that they can take the hardware, which has all of this capability, and then upgrade the software based on the feedback of customers and players, that is next level. All right, guys, so that was my experience. Obviously, I felt super lucky to be there, but also I've actually gotten to practice with it 3 times since that first day. Once outside in China on a hard court, again in China on a clay court, and then they brought it to New York City, and I got to practice with it on the hard courts of NYC. And it's launching soon on Kickstarter. All the information I'll put in the description below, and I'm going to get one soon, so you'll be able to see how I'm using it in my practice. But if you have any questions, please comment and ask. I'm happy to assist in any way I can. And thank you to Aceii One. Thank you, more importantly, to you guys.